What's going on, everyone? Burbank Aviation here, and welcome back to another video. Today we have the October 2023 Burbank Airport update for you guys. We have a lot to go over in today's video with another new route, gate changes, charters, and all sorts of stuff to go over in today's video. Really hope you guys enjoy. Anyways, let's just get started. So we're going to start down over here with the JetBlue A321neo. Used to be a very frequent visitor out of here. Now, very uncommon to see. We get about, man, I wouldn't even say one a month. We did get one this month, though, on the A321neo on that New York John F. Kennedy service. Still a one daily. We'd love to see the A321neo return on the daily schedule coming into these winter months like we did last winter. Even go up to a 2 daily like we had not last winter, the winter before. So hopefully we'll see some improvements here, but still very nice right here. This guy's going to be heading on over to New York John F. Kennedy on that turnaround service. If you're pulling into Alpha 8, we have this American Eagle E175 operated by Envoy here. This guy's going to be one of our first of 3 daily flights in from Phoenix Sky Harbor International Airport. We are currently getting 10G700, which lands at around 4:20 p.m. This E175, which lands at around 11:20 a.m., and then an A319, which lands at about 8:20, 8:30 p.m. So both those this service, along with the Dallas-Fort Worth service, still a 2 daily 737-800 there, doing very nice 5 daily route or 5 daily aircraft coming in here for American Airlines. So very nice to see right here. And a new visitor here in Gate Alpha 7, hopefully to stay. We'll see how long this lasts for, if it'll be permanent. The Delta CRJ700 phone for the SkyWest E175 as always. This guy just arrived in from Salt Lake City, Utah on the turnaround service, one of 3 daily. So Delta has moved to Alpha 7 now from Alpha 5, which is definitely interesting to see. Was not expecting that. I always thought it was a little bit weird, kind of where they were placed. I'm assuming Southwest will still be operating out of Alpha 7 a little bit, as they were operating out of Alpha 5 a little bit with the mix of Delta. But I will be interested to see if they still operate out of Alpha 7. I'll have to look kind of at the schedule to see if they are parking there or not. But Alpha 1 through 6 is entirely Southwest now, with probably a little bit of service out of Alpha 7, but I don't want to rely on it. It's probably not that much. But definitely nice to see this Delta service now moving over here to Alpha 7. Still very excited for we'll get 2 daily A220 starting June 7th. One will be coming from Salt Lake City. That's when that main line starts, and then one will be coming in from Atlanta. So we'll be getting 2 A220-300 mainline flights here within a day in June of 2024. So I'm definitely looking forward to that. The Southwest 737-700 here in the split skim turbo winglets Canyon Blues, currently in Alpha 5. This guy just arrived in from San Francisco. He's going to be continuing on over to, we'll say, Las Vegas for us today. San Francisco is a pretty good service. That's down to 3 daily from 4 daily. Las Vegas is still doing super well, 9 daily on that service right now, right there. So they are doing a very nice job there. This Max 8 here for Southwest is currently getting some catering and people on, and he's going to be making the flight on over to Phoenix after arriving in from San Jose. San Jose is about a 6-7 daily right there, and then Phoenix is about a 5 daily, so 2 very nice routes. I've just been learning some news about just a little bit of upcoming stuff, and as far as I can see, I might be traveling a lot next year, and I do mean a lot. From sports to visiting family to events, I might be going to, let's see here, probably about 6, maybe 7 different places next year, which would be, I could even go to 8 or 9 different places next year, which would just be absolutely crazy. So I'll hopefully have quite a bit of footage. 2 of them are pretty much confirmed. 4 of them are up in the air still. And then the other 2, I should say, are just kind of ideas that I hope to do, which those 2 are the events. One of them is Oshkosh, and then the other one is Airliners International. Moving on over here to Gate Alpha 1, we have this Canyon Blue 737-700 with the winglets. This time, this guy's currently getting catering and fuel on as well. He'll be heading on over to Oakland for us today after arriving in from Denver. Oakland, a 9 daily, tied there with Vegas as our second, or tied for first, tied for the biggest route out of here. There we go. And then Denver is about a 4 daily right there, so that's about 5th place. Right there. They've been doing a very good job. Southwest Airlines out of here. I'm definitely sad to see that San Francisco service go, but I really hope to see some more stuff coming up here in the future. Speaking of that Oakland service, we'll have some competition there outside of Jet X, which we will go over here towards the end of the video. The Southwest 737-700 in the Lone Star 1 livery is currently taxiing out to runway 15 for the departure out to Dallas Love Field after arriving in from Albuquerque. Oh no, we'll say Nashville. Nashville for sure is still going. Chicago Midway, I think, is still going. Both those are seasonal services. They've been running longer than last year, which is awesome to see. I know the Chicago Midway service, as I had a couple family members who flew on that this year. They said the flights both ways were pretty full. Almost every seat was filled up, so that's awesome to see. That we are having very good capacity there. Still in that 1 daily there for both Nashville and Chicago Midway. But like I said, this guy is going to be heading on to Dallas Love Field after arriving in from Nashville. Moving over here to the Bravo terminal, we have the Alaska 737-9GR. This guy's going to be heading on over to Seattle, one of 4 daily services after arriving in from Portland, one of 3 daily services out there. And finally, filling gaps here. This was probably the most needed thing. Now we just need that Delta Unison 5 and then an Avella 737-700. And that will pretty much do it. JetBlue 320 would be nice to have. But to make it completely realistic, the Avella 737-700 and then the Delta Unison 5 are the highest priorities right now. This is the Spirit A320neo here by NG Models. This guy's currently getting ready to push back for the first turnaround service here out to Vegas. This is this is the first of 4 services. So this guy lands at about 9:15 a.m. departs at about 10:45 a.m. Then we have one that lands at either lands at noon or 2 p.m. And then he departs about an hour later. The next one lands at 3 p.m., 3:20 p.m., about there. And then we have another one that lands just about 7:10 p.m. So 4 daily here. Spirit's got more news that with that new route here we will go over. So very excited to go over that. It was very unexpected when I first saw it, but I'm not complaining at all. The Alaska Unison 5 here is currently in gate Bravo 2. They completely operate out of Bravo 2. I think just the only other flight that comes in here is that morning departure that's out to San Francisco on that United Unison 5. That's an overnight flight. That's the only departure I think that's not Alaska out of this gate now. Besides that, I think all the Unison 5s that Alaska operates, which we get about 3 a day here, one from Portland, one from Boise, and then one from Santa Rosa, they all come here to Bravo 2. This guy's going to be heading on over to Boise for us today after arriving in from Santa Rosa. Both are 1 daily right now. Still glad to see them on that 1 daily year-round service. They've been doing very well there, and excited to see what they have coming into the future. And then to finish up the gates here in Bravo 1, this United Express E-170 in the Continental Globe colors is currently getting passengers and fuel on. He'll be heading on over to San Francisco on the turnaround service, one of, I think we're still getting 4 daily out there, 3 Unison 5s, and then a CRJ 700, so that's super awesome right there. We have this Amber Flight Swearingen Metroliner. This guy just arrived in from Ontario. He's going to be continuing on over to Santa Barbara. It's still very nice to be able to have these flying out of here. The Jet X M145 just arrived in from Denver BJC. He'll be continuing on over to Oakland. And then this guy here is going to be doing something a little bit different for us today. I honestly think this is a beautiful shot. I might make this my thumbnail. The Avella 737-800 is going to be heading on over to San Bernardino as a charter. It arrived in from Eugene, so it came in from, I forget where it came in from. So it came in from somewhere, and then it went out to Eugene and then came back. That was a commercial service, that Eugene flight, and then went back to a charter. This is November, I think it was 807 Victor Lima. That was flying this, which is an 800 with the winglets, not the split skin guitars. So very nice to see here that Avella, we are getting some charters. Just throw it into the mix. We get about, I think we get about 1 to 2 charters a week here with Avella. The 757 charters for both United and Delta have seemed to pretty much cease. I don't think I've seen one on schedule the entire month of October so far. So I'm pretty sure they have ceased operations for now. So hopefully those will return. I was lucky to catch one back in April of this year. Love to see another one. I think it was in like June that I just missed the second one. But really hoping to be able to catch another one here in the future. Okay, so now we're going to be going over here, or a little bit of news that we're going to have to go over. So we're going to start here with this Avella 77. Just to confirm, the Salem service started this month. That is the 2 weekly 700. I think that is a Monday, Friday service right there. So very nice to see that started. That is our, I think, 5th new Avella route that started this year, along with Colorado Springs, Brownsville, Kalispell, Bozeman, and then now this. So very awesome to see right there. Avella's been going super strong. Spirit, or the biggest news by far here. We're going to start with this gate change. Now fully here in Bravo 4. We were getting a couple Bravo 2 flights. Now fully Bravo 4 here. And I'm super excited to say that they are starting service out to Oakland. Very unexpected, but I'm not complaining at all. Like I said earlier, this will start on April 5th of 2024, a 1 daily A320. This will land at about, I think it's about just before noon, and then depart around 1:30 p.m. So very awesome to see. At that point, we should be getting, I think, 5 daily Spirit flights if we're still maintaining that 4 daily out to Las Vegas. But at least 4 daily here, starting April 5th. So that's super exciting. That will definitely give us more diversity. It is Spirit Airlines, but it is diversity, as this is a predominant Southwest airport. So I do love to see that we are getting diversity out of here. It definitely will help, and I'm super excited to look forward to that. Along with Alaska starting San Francisco December 14th, Delta starting Atlanta, or resuming Atlanta after so many years. It'll be over 4 years from pre-COVID. Resuming that, the 1 daily out to Atlanta. Alaska's will be a 3 daily out to San Francisco. United is returning their main line to San Francisco. That was pushed back to February. February 15th. It was, I think, January 9th was when that was going to start. Now pushed back to February 15th. Still with the 6 daily, 2 of which will be on 8th and 19th. And then still the 3110.5s and then 1 CRJ 700, which that CRJ 700 is a GoJet flight. So that's about it for today's video. I'm just trying to make sure that we have just covered everything, which I think we have. So I really hope you guys enjoyed today's video. If you did, please make sure to like and subscribe, as it would really help me out. And I will see you all in the next one.